All right, let's talk about those digital chores, the ones that feel like you're stuck in a loop, doing the same thing over and over again. Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to transform those boring clicks into some seriously powerful code. We're talking about unlocking automation right from the command line. So, let's dive in.
Okay, be honest. Does this scene look a little too familiar? It's that time of the week, right? Time for that crucial backup of all your project files. So you find the folder, you open up another window for where it's all supposed to go, and then you start that oh-so-familiar, tedious process.
Yep, the click, the drag, the drop. And hey, if you've got more than one folder, you get to do it all over again. It's such a time sink, right? And it's so easy to make a mistake. Honestly, it's not the best use of our time and brain power. But what if? What if you could replace that entire mind-numbing process with just one single elegant line of code? I mean, one command that does the whole thing for you, perfectly, every single time. That's not science fiction, my friends. That is exactly what we're going to build today.
So first up, let's really frame the problem. We're talking about the daily grind.
And now for the solution. It's time for your command line upgrade. We're about to move beyond the basics and into some really powerful automation.
Okay, so let's meet our first big tool, PowerShell. Think of it like this. If the standard command prompt, CMD, is your reliable family sedan, then PowerShell is a high-performance sports car. It's built from the ground up for heavy-duty system admin tasks and really complex scripting. It just gives you so much more control.
So, what's the real difference here? Well, CMD, the classic, is awesome for basic stuff. It's our go-to. But PowerShell, the powerhouse, it's a whole other beast because it thinks in terms of objects, not just plain old text. What does that mean? It means PowerShell understands that a file isn't just a name on a screen. It knows it has a size, a creation date, all these other properties. And that, right there, unlocks a completely new level of scripting power.
All right, let's start with a really simple upgrade. We all know the copy command, right? Well, meet its supercharged cousin, xcopy. Remember that whole backup nightmare we started with? Xcopy's the first key to solving that puzzle. It's designed specifically for copying entire folders and everything inside them. Now, the magic of xcopy comes from these little add-ons called switches. They let you tell the command exactly what to do. For example, /s tells it, hey, copy all the subfolders too. And /i is super smart. It'll create the destination folder for you if it's not already there. Just like that, you don't even have to create the backup folder yourself anymore. Okay, think about this headache for a second. You've got thousands of log files, and you need to find one single error message. It's a nightmare. But with the find command, you can cut through all that noise instantly. This one little line searches every single .log file for the word error, and it doesn't even care about capitalization. I mean, can you even imagine how much time that saves?
But here's the thing. Automation isn't really automation if you still have to remember to run the script yourself, right? That's where Scash Tasks comes in. It's basically your own personal scheduler. It's so simple. You just give your task a name, tell it which script to run, set the schedule, like daily or weekly, and a time. That's it. This is a massive shift, You stop doing the tasks and start designing systems that do them for you. You set it once, and you can literally forget about it.
All right, we've got the pieces. Now let's start putting them together. We're moving on to building smarter scripts, combining these commands into intelligent little programs that can make decisions and handle way more complex jobs.
The for loop. This is the absolute heart of batch processing. Seriously, instead of writing a command for file 1, then file 2, then file 3, you just write one command inside a loop. Then you tell it, hey, run this on every single .txt file in this folder, or every .log file, or whatever you want. It is the very definition of working smarter, not harder.
A good script is a reliable one. Think about it. What happens if your script tries to copy a file that, isn't actually there? The whole thing just crashes. By using a simple if-exists check, you give your script a little bit of a brain. It can check if the file is there before it tries to do anything, which prevents errors and just makes your automation way more robust. And this is where things get really, really cool. You don't actually have to choose between CMD and PowerShell. You can literally get the best of both worlds by calling powerful PowerShell commands right from inside a simple CMD script. You get the simplicity of a batch file with the raw power of PowerShell. Okay, just look at this beast of a command. This single line, run from a totally normal CMD script, does so much.
First, it uses PowerShell to get a list of every single process running on your machine. Then, see that vertical bar? That's a pipe. It sends that whole list over to the next command, which sorts everything by how much CPU they're using. And then it pipes that sorted list again to the final command, which just picks the top 5. I mean, that's some complex system analysis boiled down into one beautiful, elegant line.
So if your scripts are running automatically, maybe in the middle of the night, how do you even know what they did, or if they even worked? The answer is logging, and it's so easy. That little double greater than sign tells the command prompt, hey, whatever you were about to show on the screen, just add it to the end of this text file instead. This creates a permanent record of everything your script does. It's absolutely crucial.
All right, theory is one thing, but let's see this stuff in the real world. It's time for automation in action. We're going to check out a few complete scripts that put all of these pieces together.
Okay, check this out. It's a simple script, but it's so useful. So you'd start by making a list of important websites. Then, you use one of those for loops we talked about to go through each website on your list, one by one. For each site, it sends out a ping to see if it's online. And then, and this is the key part, it logs the result to a text file using that double ampersand operator. It's the perfect way to automatically check if all your critical websites are up and running.
And here is the beautiful result. This is the payoff. Instead of just a bunch of text that disappears when you close the window, you get this clean, organized log file. You can just open it up and see the results for every single website, all compiled for you automatically. How cool is that?
Remember where we started with that manual backup? Well, let's circle all the way back. This script does it all. It could ask you which folder you want to back up, then it creates a new backup folder, maybe with today's date in the name, then it uses xcopy to copy everything over. And of course, it logs the entire operation so you have a record. This is what I mean by full circle automation. Problem solved.
Oh, this one is a massive time saver. Have you ever had to rename like dozens or even hundreds of files? It's the worst. This script just uses a for loop to find every single .txt file in a folder and bam, instantly adds a prefix like old underscore or archived underscore to the front of the name. A job that could literally take you an hour of tedious clicking is done in, what, less than a second?
So we've gone over the tools, we've covered the logic, and we've seen some really powerful examples. Now, it's your turn to automate.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question. Right now, think about your own daily work. What's that one repetitive, boring task that you absolutely dread doing? You now have all the building blocks you need to make it disappear forever. You can automate it. The only question left is, what are you going to build first?